All right, everybody. I had some time to kill this morning, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do some digging. That's right, I'm going to do some digging. What the fuck is Space Force? I was out there smoking a cigarette and I was up there looking it up, I was looking at Nibby and I was looking at its moon and I was looking at the sun and, all behind the clouds there, so couldn't videotape it, but, I was thinking, what the fuck does NASA have up their sleeve? What's their final ditch effort to stop? I'm not talking about the one that goes against the actual asteroid, like they're doing the asteroid Bennu right now, and then they dug a chunk out of it of iron, brought that back to Earth, so they know what they got to deal with, so that they can shoot at this thing, asteroid Bennu, and then they have a rover up there slowly pushing on it. They left the rover up there and it's slowly pushing on that rock to try to get it just perfect enough away from the Earth so it doesn't strike us. So that's good. At least they're being proactive there, so that's good. At least those people are in their paycheck. So anyway, I should have said that. NASA's gonna be mad. I don't give a fuck. NASA sucks, dude. We lie, we cheat. No, that's a Pompeo. I'm sorry. Never a straight answer. I'm sorry. Hey, we cheat and we steal. That's Pompeo. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Well, anyway, the name of this brand new Space Force. It's basically Space Force and NASA are going to be teaming up, and it's called Operation D Star. Yeah, it's called a detected energy system. So, what it's gonna do, I'm sure you're all like, what? Yeah, I know. Exactly. Okay, well, picture my head being the Earth. Yeah, let's just do it like this. And it's right here. And you have a satellite here on this side, and you have a satellite on this side. And they gather energy from the sun. And then they zap the mother laser. It's basically like a gigantic laser. And it would zap an asteroid coming at us from a long ways out. So we don't have to rely on just having to use like a Minuteman 3 or, like on the moon. I know everybody wants the moon base. I want the fucking moon base. That's awesome, dude. I'd totally invest into a telescope to go see what the fuck they're up there doing, dude. I bet you that'd be on RT News all the time. Once Russia builds their freaking, they'll have news media up there doing. It's the Spetsnaz news media. China will try, but they'll fail. Theirs will be a failure because they suck. Fuck you, China. Yeah, you and your fucking what was it called? The floating city of beauty or some shit like that. I don't. The floating palace. Palace was it palace? I don't know. All I know is the thing was a pile of shit, and it started on fire. So, and then it crashed into the earth. Way to go! But they're already up on the moon right now, though. China's already up there working on the moon. I don't know. They're working on their moon base up there, so I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to create a bigger weapon than a DF-45. I don't know. We'll see. That's their big. That's their missile. China's DF-45. Or would they get a hold of Putin and say, you know what? Fuck the West. Hey, I want to buy a couple of them. You mind if I purchase one or two? This is what I want to happen. One or two of those Sarmat, the Satan 2s, the heavy hitter. 18 nukes, 3 dummies. Well, you can make it so that all 18 are hitting, couldn't you? No dummies. All 18. Real quick like. All you got to do is just modify the tip. Good to go. Put a couple of them motherfuckers up on the moon. I'm the one over here trying to be proactive. Thank God at least fucking NASA's at least thinking about it. At least they're holding these drills. I mean, it sucked because the drill failed, and 8 city blocks of people in New York City the other day died in the simulation and were completely obliterated. But at least Elon Musk tried. At least he tried. The greatest minds of the world. It wouldn't be mine. My mind would be like, dude, I want to get Russia involved. I want to get China involved. I want to get everybody involved. I'd have everybody in the same room, in this little circular table, just like the knight's table. You know what I mean? The circle. And I would say, hey, what a wonderful time today. I'm just fucking with you, dude. I see too many cartoons in the afternoon, so my kids are always fucking with me. And I would force these motherfuckers to find a solution. And I'd say, you ain't fucking leaving this area until you're not leaving the U.S. or this disclosed location until we reach an agreement. And it could take an hour, it could take a few hours, but eventually they would come up with some kind of idea. And then write that down, and then take that to the bank with you. And then there you go. Operation Killing Apophis. So, because right now it's Apophis. And right now Apophis is eyeballing us. And Apophis, they say, I heard, could be even at 14,000 miles from us. Originally it was 19,000, but anywhere between 14 and 19,000 miles off the ground. I mean, that's, oh my God. They say that this asteroid's going to be so close. Get this. That it could possibly be between our low-lying satellites and Earth. Not even between our high-lying satellites and Earth. So maybe their predictions might have been off. But this is the last reports I heard about it, because I'm following up on this thing. I'm keeping an eye on asteroid fucking Apophis. I'm sure all the rest of you are probably like, yeah, they got that in the back end of their mind. Fucking, she coming in. She's coming in like a freight train, dude. Just made a solid iron picture of fucking Nimitz class aircraft carrier, or picture 4 football fields roughly. 4 football fields. Big. You know the one that killed the dinosaurs was? You know how big it was? Roughly the size of Mount Everest. I'm sorry about that. Mount Everest. That was the size of the one that killed the dinosaurs. And then there was one that was even bigger than that before the dinosaurs. That was like twice that size. Bet you didn't know that. Yeah, I was watching this like really big long documentary about what NASA intends to do here. They actually finally did start releasing some stuff to the general populace. So at least they're trying to get people a little bit uplifted in regards to asteroid Apophis that everybody knows is coming in now. So, and everybody's like, oh, okay, now what do we do? Do you think they held that on the fucking lamestream fake news media, that they held a fucking drill and the asteroid came in and annihilated 8 city blocks? Shit, you ain't gonna see that on Fox News. Oh no. You might see that on Paul Begley, because he's just like me. He just tells it the way it is, and that's it. He doesn't care. He doesn't hold back. So it's a crazy world we live in, We got Nibiru coming in. I think it's only going to be like a 30% pull shift. I think I'm going to be just fine, and I think all my listeners on here hopefully should be just fine. If they heeded a couple of my warnings, they should be just fine, as long as they get up to like high ground. And so, but I just don't really think that living in England's a good idea, or living in Japan's a good idea. I got a lot of fans in Japan. I have a lot of fans in England, and they pretty much know that too. I think I've said that to them, that island's, it's a fucking nice place to live, dude. England's cool, Don't get me wrong, man. You guys got an awesome country, but Oh, it's just not that high above sea level. That's the problem. You know what I mean? But no, do I? Okay, I'm just gonna say it right here, right now. Do I know exactly how high the wave's gonna be? No. Could it be 500 feet? Yeah. Could it be 2,000 feet? No. Could it be 3 miles, 5 miles high? Absolutely. In certain areas of the ocean. I don't think maybe all coastlines, but the majority of the world will be experiencing a lot of problems with wind and water. When you take a planet and flip it 30 degrees in around 28 minutes is what the U.S. Navy is predicting. That's what the U.S. Navy says. 28 minutes. So you can definitely experience a lot of problems with wind and water. So, but I think I've drugged this video on long enough. Sorry about that, everybody. I was just ranting and raving. I love you all. I love you all. You're the greatest fans in the world. So we'll find out. Like I said, we'll find out what happens with this brand new toy that they're talking about building. It's like futuristic, so it's like something out of a fucking sci-fi movie. So, but they're being proactive. So I'd still put some heavy hitters up there. How about you guys? What do you think? Leave it in the comments section below. Do you think they should have the heavy hitters up there and the laser like I think they should do, or do you think just the laser's adequate enough, or just use fucking ICBMs all together and just fucking make a big light show? So leave it in the comments section below. What do you think would be the world's greatest savior of asteroid Apophis? Who knows? I'd give it everything I got. Plus, I'd build spaceships loaded with nukes, so you could get closer to it and start shooting nukes at it before it even gets closer to here. And then after it gets by here, then I'd shoot nukes at it again. Oh yeah, I'd hit that motherfucker, dude. I'd go all out. Going all out. Oh yeah. So, all right, love y'all. Peace and love from Fargo, baby.